Hi, and welcome to RPPR's actual play Delta Green Impossible Landscapes Session 2. Cell Y, this is the night of August 10th, 1995, and Y Cell, composed of 4 agents, are in the Macallistar building investigating a missing artist, Abby Wright. And they have found many mysterious things in the building already. And they have found out that the door to the roof on the 3rd floor no longer leads to the roof, but to another floor. And they step inside, and that is where we will begin. But let us reintroduce our cast briefly. Maddy, who are you playing?
I am playing Ryan West, who is a EMT who has seen the unknown. They were involved in an incident in the subways. They know ghouls exist, and they saved Rob's character's life during that. They also have a pain pill addiction because of this said scenario.
And next up, Rob, tell us about
Jørgen is a little awkward from having done an immense amount of violence and had an immense amount of violence done to him from the time that he was young. He's a very sneaky second story kind of a dude, pretty much a lifelong criminal he's been a criminal for longer than he's been an adult. And he is sort of indebted to our handler in this instance and is helping out, try to find out what's going on with this missing artist. Maybe see the parts that people don't want seen. And he succeeded a little more than maybe was best at that so far.
And next up we have Thad.
Yes, hello. I'm playing FBI agent Marley Gross, codename Agent Younger. She is a crisis negotiator with a specialty in sort of cults and sort of high control groups of that nature. And she's been sort of read into Delta Green stuff, but this is her, as far as I recall, her first actual, let's directly interact with supernatural stuff mission. So, hooray.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Faye.
I'm playing Dr. Yersinia Riszek, alternatively Eclepid. She's a cryptolinguist who may or may not have some sort of illegal situation going on. She does not want found out. She's brought on board via blackmail, and so far has looked at a lot of paper.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as we begin, you have stepped through the door into this room that used to be a access to the roof, but now you step into this very large room that looks, those of you with history remember photos of turn of the 20th century men's clubs. The walls are covered in velvet wallpaper, and overstuffed armchairs of burgundy leather dot the floor. A large hearth burns constantly in one wall. A wet bar in a corner is available. It has ice, glasses, unlabeled bottles of liquor and liqueurs, bitters, vermouth, olives, limes, lemons, oranges, and other bar goods. In the opposite corner, a walk-in humidor contains a wide assortment of cigars. One wall is covered in floor-to-ceiling bookcases made of rosewood, with a rolling stepladder permanently attached to a rail that runs the midpoint of the shelves. There are hardcover books and folios of many sizes, and they look quite antique. They are not. None of them appear to have been made in the last 50 years, at a minimum. And there are no. You don't see any labels on the spines of these books. But yeah, there are 3 doors leading out of this room. So yeah, this is
memory. This sounds fairly opulent, I would imagine. The first floor of the apartment, how would that compare visually?
I mean, are you talking like the architecture of the building itself, or are you talking about like the contents?
Architecture as well as condition. Like, this is not just opulent, but maintained and nice.
Yeah. Do you have history or architecture?
I do.
Or, okay.
History 30.
History of 30. Okay, you don't have to roll. The architectural style of this particular room looks older than the Macallistar building, but not by much. You would peg it as late Victorian or Edwardian, probably like late 19th century, and the Macallistar building you think is a little more recent. Yeah, you don't know when the Macallistar building was built, but this looks a little older. So it's an incongruous style with the building you have seen, and also the fact this room is very large and would not fit in the space of the Macallistar building. So yeah, go ahead and give me a sand check.
Okay.
Her or all of us?
Just her. She's looking at the architecture of the building.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Did you make it?
I did make it.
Okay. Yeah, no sand loss. This. Yeah, obvious. Not the weirdest thing you've seen so far yet, but it is definitely weird. Also, these are like all period appropriate furnishings for the late Victorian, like pre 20th century, like 1895. Yeah. Sometime in that era, and like they all look incredibly well kept. Like these would, if you went to a men's club in the turn of the century, you would be seeing this kind of stuff. Like this is not antique. This is like in recent use. Like yeah.
Could I walk over to the bar and like see what kind of liquors they have available? Like, is it modern stuff or is it all like unlabeled kind of?
It is all unlabeled. There are a couple of labels, but you don't recognize the language. But like when you sniff, are you opening and sniffing anything, or are you just looking at them?
Yeah, I just want to see, like, is it still good? Like, this place seems old as balls. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, like the fruit is clearly fresh. There's ice in a bucket, like that is not melted. I mean, it is melting because of the temperature of the room, but like it's looked like someone just stocked this bar and walked off. Like tonight.
Is the way we came in still there?
You turn and it is in the doorway you step through is now like dark. You can't see past through it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Can I?
Go ahead and give me a sand check. Yeah. For helplessness. Yeah.
Yep. That is. Oh, I fell off the table. Try that again. Hey, 22. Critical success. I am stable as fuck.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
like
only way out is through. Only way out is through. It's fine. Only way out is through. We're good. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
It's what eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's pick a door.
Okay.
Are there
Jørgen
people
is
in here?
Rooted to the spot. Like he doesn't want to take a step because he doesn't know what will happen if he takes a step, and he's just saying under his breath, "This wasn't here."
Nope.
This wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Balto, you're going to have to take this in stride, okay? Don't think about it. I'm sure that won't be too hard.
Everyone can give me an alertness check.
Yeah.
I make it.
I fail.
Fail.
23 out of 50. I succeed.
Those of you who make it through the doorway across the hall of this men's club, we'll just call this the smoking lounge. Across from the smoking lounge, directly across from you can hear creaking, as though someone in a nearby room is walking around on creaky floorboards. And because of the quiet of this place, it draws your attention.
Okay, I sort of wave to whoever is near me and point in that direction and indicate that I hear someone moving over there, and I'm starting to head that way.
And that, I think, is what gets Jørgen moving, right? Like, yeah, it just is what it is. Let's not think about it. Like, I can't make this situation make sense or be better.
Look,
so
we're
can
here.
just focus on what we're here to do. We're going to look for Abigail, and maybe this person either is Abigail or knows where she is. So I'm going to move into sneaky eavesdropping position.
Yeah, where better to find someone that no one can find than a place that isn't here? Obviously.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you come to you open up the door leading out of the smoking lounge, and you see a hallway Again, it is Victorian design. And there's a door right next to it. Yeah, you can hear the creaking coming from inside that door.
If I listen very closely, can I hear anything else, or is it just a stable and constant?
Give me an alertness check.
I make it.
Yeah, it sounds like someone's shuffling around inside. Like, you hear a glass being put on a table. Like, that's how quiet it is. You can hear that. So, and like someone settling into a chair, like a leather, chair.
I mean, should we knock or do we just?
Real quick, out of character. Who of us has guns again? It's everybody but Ryan, or is it everybody but Ryan and Jørgen?
Like, I think I have a knife.
Oh no, Jørgen has guns.
I think it's everybody but Ryan. Like,
yeah,
Ryan, Yersinia, you. I assume you have a gun.
I have a gun.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, then yeah. Everyone has a gun but the paramedic. All right, what do you do?
Nothing ventured. I'm just open. I'm trying the door.
You hear an old man, hello, hold on. And you hear more creaking. And then an old man opens the door, and I'm putting his picture in the mirror board. He's like, hello, you're new. I'm Mr. Castaigne, I look
the
after
super,
the place.
right?
No. I work for the super. I am the night manager. Of the Macallistar. Hello.
Who
do
is
you
the...
need? Yeah. Are you new tenants? Do you need something fixed?
Who? So you're not the super. You're night manager.
No.
Who is the super then?
He's my boss. He
Okay.
He is too busy to do such menial tasks as I do. I fix the leaks. But he is busy. There's a party upstairs, and he is very busy attending to his guests. Yes.
Well, I'm Agent Gross from the FBI, and we're looking into the disappearance of Ms. Wright, who was a tenant here. Have you heard about this?
Oh, Abby. Yes, yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Well, if we are going to come in. Let me sit down. I'm an old man. And he walks with a shuffling limp, back into his apartment. And it is a cramped, hoarded, hoarder style apartment. It is stacked wall to wall with old yellowed newspapers and magazines. There's some pinned to the walls that are so ancient and yellowed you can hardly read them. And
is it similarly hoarded as Abby's apartment?
Well, I mean, it's like it's not like glued to the walls or anything. Like, okay. Abby's was like just things glued to the walls. This is actually like there's furniture.
That's what I meant. Is this more normal hoarding, or is this more
this
like
is normal hoarding.
Okay.
Yeah. He sits down. He's like, oh yes, she's up on the 6th floor with the salesman. I don't know much about them, but they do pay on time. I will say that they are not criminals in that regard, at least. If you
on the 6th floor.
Yes.
What floor are we on now? I get the numbering swapped. Some buildings, they start with 1. Some buildings start with ground and then go to 1.
This is the ground floor, I think. Yes.
This is the ground floor.
Yes. Yeah. Is anybody doing anything while Marley is talking to Mr. Castaigne?
I mean, unobtrusively poking around, mostly just with eyes.
Okay.
Just looking to see if there's anything of particular note in here.
Let's see. Yeah. So Ryan, anything?
I'll wait in the hallway just in case people walk by or anything.
Okay. And Yersinia.
Question for Mr. Castaigne, but I'm going to wait until Marley is done.
Okay. Jørgen, do you have history or anything like that?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah, this stuff is old.
Yeah.
Like, it's old, and you kind of like, you mentions a lot of names and stuff, but you're like, whatever. There is a closed door off in the way, and a tiny little kitchen. So like, living room, kitchen, and then the closed door, which you would assume would be the bedroom, but
Yeah.
in a normal apartment, that would be the bedroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Mr. Castaigne, I have a question.
yes.
Is this the Macallistar? Are we in the
Yes.
Macallistar?
Oh yeah, I said I'm night manager of the Macallistar. Oh, see those photos over there? Yes, that you do notice some photos on the walls. There's father, mother, Anna, Christian. They all died during the war. Anyway, yes, yeah. Did you have any other questions, Mr.?
Yes.
This is Mrs. Agent, or yes, what?
How is it that the ground floor is different than this floor? Why are there two?
Are there two? Oh, I'm old. I may.
You only see this one, then.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
How many tenants does your building currently have?
I cannot reveal all of them. If you, have
I'm here on an official investigation, sir. If you
just
don't
go
answer
upstairs.
our questions,
you just go upstairs.
you're the assistant. You're the night manager. You work for the building. You can't give me an approximation of how many tenants you have.
We have many tenants, and some come and go. Some are very fleeting.
Can I roll human on him while he's answering to see if he's being evasive or if he just literally can't be more specific?
Yeah,
sure.
That's a really good idea. I will do that too, since I'm in here listening.
Oh, wow. I rolled over. That's impressive because I have a high human.
I miserably fail.
I whiff
He's
at
just
my
a nice
highest
old man.
stat.
He's
I
just a
whiff at
nice old man.
God damn these dice.
Yeah.
So mad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Doc, you go ahead. I'm apparently a dipshit today.
Now, I hate to take up any more of your time, Mr. Castaigne, but I do have a question. On our way in, I happened to find an important document that I believe a Michael Whitwer has lost. I'm looking to return it to him. Do you know if he's in this building?
Oh, I think he has moved out. He was not here very long. Let me think. Yes, I think he moved to Boston? No. Yes? Maybe. The other tenants know them better. I do remember him. He was here not very long. He was
Darn. Do you remember about when he moved out? The date?
No.
Okay. Of course.
Yes, I'm not doing that. I fix things. I don't keep records and tabs on people. I am not like the secret police. But anyway, did you have any other questions? Yes.
What are the salesman and Miss Wright to each other?
Yeah, they seem kind of fond of each other, but I do not know. For sure. I mean, sure, they are probably upstairs with the party.
Is the salesman the man with the briefcase?
He does
The
have a
white shoes?
briefcase.
And the white
He does.
shoes?
Yes, I think so.
Is that Mr.
I'm not-
Rourke?
No. Is it? Rock's around here. I don't think he's gone up to the party yet tonight. There's a party every night.
Ah. Always on the 6th floor?
Yes.
Well, we may have more questions later. Will you be here all night?
Oh, yes, of course, unless something needs fixed.
Well, thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Castaigne.
Of course. You'll be nice. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting out of this room because this is fucking weird.
Okay. Yeah. You
You showed us the ticket from the future, right?
Yes, I showed you all the
Okay,
tickets
yeah.
from the future, and he has
Okay.
just confirmed that Michael Whitwer did in fact live here.
Okay,
I don't like
good.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Are there windows in this area at all? Can we look outside?
yeah, there is a window in the kitchen.
I'm gonna take a peek outside before we go.
Okay. You see another room. Make a sand check.
Yeah.
That's not how windows work.
Ooh, aught 5. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm assuming that's unnatural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, this New York architectural style is so baroque.
I mean, we came in here from. Yeah. Okay. We're on the ground floor of nowhere. Everywhere is other rooms. Fine. Good. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Castaigne. Bye.
You're in the hallway. Where are you going to go?
So do we
Build
want
it
to
Right?
find this party?
You can. There is a staircase leading up. That you see.
Do we want to check the other doors from the smoking lounge first, or do we want to go up?
You turn and see the door to the smoking lounge is no longer there. It's a dead end.
Okay, well, I guess that's our choice made for
Yeah.
us.
I guess
The
I should've
hallway
got a
continues down. Yeah.
Should have got a drink while it was an option, apparently.
Jørgen mumbles ground floor and gets down on one knee and just carves a big X in the floorboard with his knife.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone, give me a sand check. For a natural for realizing the door, the place you came from is no longer there.
Oh, hey, I failed. Finally.
All right, that's one.
Being even with your sanity is a pass, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, then I pass.
All right. Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just 0-1.
I
Unnatural.
regret to inform the group that my sanity is no longer 69.
Oh,
Not
Get out
nice.
of the, leave the call.
Yeah. So who is going to be leading the way?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Fine.
Give me a sand check there.
I fail.
Okay. So what direction are you going? You can go down the hall, you can go upstairs. You can go downstairs now too, through the stairway, or you can try a door.
Wait, there is a downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. You go downstairs and you see you begin to hear you hear the sound of typing and music. Coming
Typing
from
like typewriter.
yes, like a typewriter coming.
Okay.
As you go down the stairs, you see a door directly across from the stairs, and you can hear typing and music playing from it. And it is ajar.
I will take a peek.
All right. It appears to be a hotel room. The room is a mess. There's sweat-stained clothes. Old. There's empty bottles of the smell of alcohol and old smoke just reek in the air. On the bed, a small suitcase is thrown open. There is a typewriter in the suitcase, speckled green sides, and the large initials JCL on the lock plate. And let's see here. Well, no, that's the suitcase. So yeah. But then there is a typewriter on the desk, and there's an assortment of blank pages lying scattered about. Yeah. Also on the desk there is a phonograph that starts to play as you enter the room. And
Sorry, what was the initials on the thing?
JCL.
JCL.
The music starts to play as you enter the room, and you recognize that music in particular, Jørgen, because that was the same music that was playing in the park. It's an old song, and the chorus says, "Whatever happened to Abby?"
Oh.
So go ahead and make a sand check there, Jørgen.
I don't like this. I fail critically.
oh no.
Okay.
Fuck.
You lose 2. And let's see. Yeah. It's. What do you do?
I mean, so we could hear the typewriter, but no one is in the room.
No one is in the room now. The typewriter is silent now, but the music is still
Okay.
playing.
I'm gonna go see what was written on the pieces of paper.
It is blank. All of the paper is blank.
I put a piece of paper in the typewriter and I type, "Let Abby come home."
It's begin as you type in the key as you type it in there. It starts to play. It starts typing. Scene: the smoking lounge, a large parlor on the 4th floor. In the room and so whatever key you hit, it starts typing that instead. Give me another sand check.
This one I succeed.
All right. No sand loss.
I'm gonna keep typing
Okay.
in scare quotes.
All right. Let's see. You keep typing, and you eventually produce a page, which I will read to everyone.
I feel so accomplished.
In the room are the dog, Thomas, and Michelle. Enter Mark Rourke. Mark, Abigail is gone. She moved upstairs today. Thomas, and? Mark, I miss the kid. Michelle, her dad, that pig, came around. She doesn't like you, Mark. No one likes you. Anyway, she ran off with that salesman. Everyone knows it. Mark, fuck you, you cunt. Thomas, come on, guys, come on. The dog barks. Someone is heard coming up the steps, a loud racket reverberating up and down the staircase. Mark, who is that? Everyone stops to listen. Michelle, who could be down there? Who is that? Mark steps to the doorway and leans to look down the stairs. Mark, hello? Hello? Enter federal agents.
Fuck me.
Yeah, everyone give me a sand check for that.
You're welcome, folks.
Well,
Critically fail.
Yeah. 2 for an unnatural. Actually,
Hey,
2 from helplessness because you saw your name on it.
Regular fail.
1 from helplessness.
so, and then you check it. So what happens if I hit adapted?
Oh yeah, me too.
Then you get a disorder, and you're now adapted to helplessness.
Yeah.
But you actually don't feel that right now. So, when you leave, let me know. Make a note of it when a certain event happens. Okay. When a certain event happens, let me know. I'll let you all know a certain event happens, and then in which case we'll deal with all the sand things.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You lose some power and you get a disorder, I think.
But that's not affecting you right now. You seem calm and fine right now. I mean, you feel a little distressed, but yeah. So yeah, that seems to be all in this room. You don't see anything else.
Out of curiosity, I assume that the architectural style of this room is different than that of the preceding hallway and smoking lounge.
Yeah, it's more recent. You would characterize it like the early 20th century.
Trying to remember all the names of people we've come across so far. I don't think JCL lines up with any that are on our lists.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here. Ryan, you hear some footsteps coming from outside of the hallway, like people on barefoot on wood.
Cool. I walk outside and see who it is.
You see some like 2 or 3 people like sort of shuffling around the corner. Do you follow after them?
I call out, hey there, wait a moment. Do you guys know Abigail? Abigail Wright at all?
They keep walking.
I'm gonna, like, I found people, I'm gonna, like, start down the corridor.
Following Ryan, I guess.
Yeah,
right.
I'll snap out of it and follow him, because I don't want us to get separated.
Yep, that seems bad.
Yeah. All right. So, all of you come across in the hallway. Actually, first, Ryan, give me a sand check.
Okay. Pass.
Okay. As you, let's see, you lose 1 sand from a natural or 1 willpower. Is you the night, like as you're walking, you start walking down the hallway, but it starts bending to the right. Somehow you're being led away from the corner. Like you're walking in a straight line, but you're walking back to the room you were just towards.
You good there, buddy?
I can't walk properly down.
You all right?
You snag something from the bar?
Can you follow my finger?
No. I'd like to do the check. Like I don't think I haven't taken anything. I didn't grab a drink. Unless there's poison in the air.
Well, if that's the case, then there's not much we can do about it at this point.
Do you try again?
Yeah, I'll try again. Yep.
Okay. Are you doing anything differently this time, or are you going to just walk the exact same way?
They were all barefoot. Don't make it so stupid as having to be barefoot. I kick my shoes off.
Okay.
Kind of like look at the others like, just hear me out. This place is weird. And start like, walking as quietly as I can.
Okay. It works. You get down the hallway, and you lead the others there too.
Damn, Ryan feet picks.
Yeah. And you come across there's like 6 people, all adults, but they're wearing hospital pajamas and slippers, or some of them are wearing slippers, some of them are bare feet. They're kind of shuffling around the hallway, mumbling to themselves, making shapes in the air with their hands. One person is singing, and they Marley, you recognize 2 of them there, so give me a sand check for helplessness, because or no, from unnatural, because how could they be here?
Yeah, I pass.
Okay, you don't lose any sanity. One of them is, who was an instructor when you were at the FBI Academy that you liked? Not one of your, not a Bond, but like an instructor you liked.
Roberts. Roberts was one of my better instructors in terms of criminal psychology, let's say.
Okay. Roberts, criminal psychology, and what does Roberts look like?
Kind of an older guy, a little sort of. You can tell he's been occupying an office chair for a very long time. So, like, he clearly used to be a big dude in his youth, but has sort of, let's say, fleshed out a bit in his more academic and desk pursuits. Sort of
entering his slumping turtle.
Yeah. But
okay.
But still fairly like sharp-eyed, even though he's kind of grayed and hunched. But real friendly dude.
Yeah, and then the other person is a criminal you've arrested. Who is this person?
Let's go with Whitley. James Whitley was someone from a group that I helped break up earlier when I was still sort of starting out. Had their little bunker in the woods, and it got to a point where they were, he's keeping his family hostage, and I was assisted in sort of stopping that from escalating further.
Yeah, they're both there. Whitley is kind of like picking at the walls, looking for something, and mumbling to himself, and Roberts is kind of like also mumbling something in another corner. Yeah.
That can't be.
Anyone with human train can recognize that Marley recognizes some of these people.
That's
you know these folks?
I know 2 of them. That doesn't seem right. What do these people look like to you? Can you give me some descriptions? I'm basically checking to see if they see the people the same way that I do.
I will say what they look like.
Matches.
Yeah, it does.
Try to talk to one of them. Excuse me.
You can give me like a first aid check to sort of assess them medically, like what if they're in shock or anything.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got. I don't have first aid, but I have psychotherapy.
Well, no, I mean Ryan can, because
I have first aid and psychotherapy.
Yeah.
58 under 80.
Okay, yeah, these people remind you of institutionalized people who have been in the system too long and are just kind of like zombied out from decades of neglect and over medication. They are wearing ID bracelets that are worn away, but they are like, I mean, they look like that, but they're not like ID bracelets you would recognize. The style is like plastic and like not like the technology. I mean, the style of bracelet looks different. Like you can't, it looks more advanced than what you've seen. Like a better quality of plastic. But again, you do see the two letters on Robert's bracelet, DO, in the place of like the institution name.
Is it possible I would have anything in my med bag that might snap them out of their medication slightly?
Yeah, you can try.
Roll medicine for that, I guess.
Yeah.
22 out of 40, critical success.
Oh, okay, who do you want to do it on?
Okay.
Roberts or James Whitley?
Robert was the FBI guy, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Professor Roberts.
Yeah, the professor.
Okay, you inject him. There's a shudder. He goes wide-eyed. He looks at you, grabs you by both the shoulders, like, Static. You gotta watch out for static. Static's
okay.
moving in. Static's moving in. Static's moving in. Static's.
I'm gonna go up and try and intercede.
Starts hyperventilating.
Roberts, can you hear me? Do you
Static's
remember
multiplying. Static.
Hey, do you remember me? Hello? Can you say
he
can
starts
you say my
weeping.
name?
He just starts weeping. Inconsolably. He is not doing well. There seems to be yeah, you can give me a human check.
Yeah. How do I keep failing that?
Well, he's not happy to see you. Yeah, there is recognition. You realize that, and he's just bawling. But he keeps ranting about static moving in, and you gotta watch out for static. So, yeah. But something about seeing you, like, whatever has happened to this person is like, this is a broken person.
This is not, I don't know what to do about this. This is...
Now, in an attempt to get our bearings, Agent Younger,
Mm-hmm.
when the last time you had contact with this Roberts person, was he en route to any sort of facility like this?
No, he was a very well respected instructor in criminal psychology and he encouraged me to write my first actual paper that I went to a conference with.
And certainly, I'm sure we could all agree that, as far as we know, there was no mental institution inside of the apartment building.
Yeah, that I don't think space is on our side in terms of making clear suppositions at this point.
Then, is it too outlandish to say that this isn't Agent Roberts?
I don't. Maybe. I think a maybe is about as close as I can get right now.
A maybe is good. We'll put Roberts on the back burner. How about we put Roberts on the back burner for now? And
actually, wait. Sorry. Moment of clarity. Can I roll alertness or some sort of observation skill to see, does he look like he's as old as he would be in 95?
Oh, no, he actually looks older.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't be this old. That's like your ticket from later. That's okay. No, I don't think it's space that's not on our side. I think we're being double teamed by space and time at the moment. I don't. Okay. Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, professionals. Yeah, that's what we are here. Professionals. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well then, Ryan, you've led us here. Could you kindly lead us back out?
Yeah, I turn around from where we are and try go back.
Yeah, give me a stand check.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone or just Ryan?
Just Ryan. Ryan's
fail.
Okay. You actually walk down the hallway, and turn a corner, and you find yourself looking at an open doorway leading into a very large ballroom-sized room. The lights are off, but as you approach, you can hear an overhead light flicking on like a stage light, like that kind of sound. And you see a sight in front of you. There are marionettes arranged, sitting in chairs. They are wearing funeral black. Like, there are some dressed in black suits. There are some in black dresses with veils. They are, in front of them all. They're arranged on two sides with like a space in between, little pathway in between. But in front of them, in the middle, front of the thing, there is a large, something covered in a black, shroud. And it's like something that would be on an easel. It's like an ease covered by a black shroud. And in front of that, there is another phonograph. And the music starts playing.
I'm gonna walk up to the music thing and stop it playing because I'm starting to hate this song. Is it the same song?
No, it's like a music you would hear at a funeral. It is very like a sad classical like piece of operatic dirge, like and the marionettes all stand up. Everyone, give me a sand check.
Oh, creepy puppet show.
Yeah. And these
I critically succeed.
Yeah.
I apparently have a phobia of puppets. Yeah.
This is unnatural, and it is 1d6. If you
Damn.
fail, that is 6.
Okay.
If you succeed, it's 1.
Yeah.
So I critically failed, so that's just 6 then.
That is 6. You do not actually freak out. You are you will again, keep this in mind. Yeah, there will be an event where I will.
We're banking it. We're banking it up. We're putting it in a big old.
Yeah, you do lose the points, but you do not have a reaction. You're still in control of your character.
So, is the thing reaching your breaking point or going below your breaking point?
Reaching.
I just reached my breaking point.
So, all of these marionettes, by the way, are human-sized.
I took that.
The strings are go up to the ceiling, which is in darkness because the spotlight is pointed down. Like, so they begin to dance.
Good.
And it is.
I mean, I critically succeeded. I love puppets. I don't know what you guys are
So, do you continue to stop the music, Ryan?
Now that they're dancing, absolutely, the music needs to stop.
Okay, you do so. Record scratch. They all fall to the ground lifeless as soon as you cut the music. As you do so, the shroud falls off. It was next to the thing, and it was just barely on there, so it falls off. Yersinia, it is a large photo of a building. It is a framed photo of the building.
I pale instantly.
Yeah. It is framed at the bottom of the frame. There's a plaque that reads "In Memoriam." Give me another sand check for helplessness.
What's a critical failure?
Doubles over your score.
Yeah.
Oops, I critically failed.
All right, that is another 4.
Fuck me.
How do you feel about one of them bonds?
What? Yersinia, can you describe the building to us?
So, God. So it is an uncared for building, but there are signs of life and love in it. There are, in the windows, you can see houseplants. You can see drapery that has been knit by a very loving hand. You can see an attempt at a garden on the roof. You can see that the building is falling apart quite literally by the people that should be maintaining it.
Yep. And anybody with human trained above like 40% can recognize Yersinia, clearly recognizes that building.
Jørgen can't though, because Jørgen is losing it.
No, Jørgen actually, weirdly enough, there's something about this place that causes you to continue to act like you're in control until you hit 0 sand. So,
good. Thanks. I hate it.
Doc, you okay? You all right there? You still with us?
You can roll to gain additional insight about Yersinia.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
What are we doing, humans?
Yersinia doesn't respond to you. Whether she's ignoring you or doesn't hear you, it's unclear.
Hey, I rolled an 81, which thanks to my failure last session means I succeeded at my human finally.
There you go.
Yersinia recognizes it, and there is a look of guilt on her face.
Look, Doc, we don't know each other, but right now, we are all we have to get out to whatever we left behind. So we need to stay in the moment for the moment. Trust me, I just went through some stuff. I don't know what yours is, but we're right here. Can you hear me? Are we still here?
I hear you.
Okay.
I appreciate it, Agent Younger. Perhaps once we get out of this, we can share another cigarette.
Yeah. I think that would be a good idea. Exits? Do we have other exits to this fucking room?
Yeah, there's a fire exit door listed over there.
I do have a question, really quick. Was what we heard of the song, is it the song that we have on the note card?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no. Do you have music trained?
I don't.
I mean, that was sheet music, so you can't tell, and if you're not
I got
trained
nothing.
in music, yeah, you would have to have a musical expert look at that and reconstruct it for you to tell.
No, I have whatever the opposite of perfect pitch is.
Mm-hmm. There is another exit. Who's going to be leading the way?
I think I'll take charge. I'm sick of this fucking shit show.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
I'll follow her.
All right.
Sure.
Make a sand check.
I make it.
Okay. You make it. All right. All right. You do not find the exit. Instead, hear shouting from a distant room. As you walk through the hallways all together. You're all beginning to recognize how things change when you're not looking at them. Stairways and doors appear and disappear. Architectural angles or decorations and styles subtly change. But you hear shouting coming from a distant room as all of you are walking away from the ballroom.
Draw my gun.
Yeah. You said there's shouting, right?
Yeah, you can actually understand it. It is
okay. So
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Here's what you hear as you're approaching. I do invocate and conjure thee, O spirit person, and being with power armed from the supreme majesty, I do strongly command thee, by Brielnus, Baladus, Pomchia, and Apaliagia Sedis. Yeah.
Can I roll some occult on that? I got 40 in occult.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, me too.
Is it above? Is it also at 40, or is it higher than that?
Mine is 43, and I failed.
Okay.
No, I failed.
I got a 7 and succeeded.
31. And
okay, if you succeed, that is a chant you would recognize from the Ars Goetia, an old book on summoning demons. There are 70 demons in.
It's the one we think that Seal's from, right?
Mm-hmm.
His name is on it.
Yep. And yeah, it is a symbol used in demonology. Persona, great king of hell. You can follow that symbol, or follow that shouting and see where it comes from.
I have a thought.
Yeah.
Since we keep getting lost, what if whoever is leading just closes their eyes and follows the sound? Like, is that?
I think that if whoever's leading closes their eyes, everyone else would need to follow suit.
Yeah. Well.
How about we all hold hands and close our eyes and walk on into the darkness?
That sounds way worse that sounds way worse when we say it out loud.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow the shouting.
Yeah.
Okay. You find the shouting. You find the room where it comes from. The room looks abandoned. Like the wallpaper's peeling. There's some cracked, broken furniture in the corner. There is an odd smoking brass vessel marked with strange symbols, sits in front of a pentagram etched in the floor with something like a knife. And there are weird symbols on it. Yeah. Those of you with the cult train, like a demonic summoning circle. Jørgen, you catch a glimpse of gold and silver cloth snaking out of a doorway.
Interesting. Just like a trailing garment type thing?
Yeah.
And no one else saw it. And I will just sort of, since it's just the trailing edge, I'll just say, this way, and take off.
Splitting up bad.
Okay.
That's why I said this way.
Yeah.
Give me a sand check.
Critical fail.
Okay. You find yourself back. You lose 1 point of sand from the unnatural, and you find yourself back at the smoking lounge, with a view. The door you came in through originally clearly shows the Macallistar building you recognize.
You know what? Maybe we don't look up here anymore. Maybe we go back to there. All in favor? I'm going.
Yeah, I grab one of the bottles of whiskey and just take it out of the room.
Gross is just immediately going for the fucking door.
Okay. You all run out, and you're in the. All right. So now the event has happened.
No! Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it!
I realized after I said it. Damn it.
You're so let's just do this agent by agent. Jørgen, how much sand did you lose?
I am now 1 under my breaking point.
Okay. So we can talk a little. You do get a disorder, but you also have a temporary, which I would think the most logical thing is your character. You have an overwhelming desire to flee the building. A panic response.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, like I don't look around. I don't talk to anyone. I also don't yell. I'm just moving at a brisk pace with purpose.
So think about disorders. What kind of a permanent disorder Jørgen might pick up from his experiences in there. So you can think about that. Marley, how much sand did you lose? Did you get 5 or more at once, or go under your breaking point? Did you?
No, not at once.
Or did you get adapted to anything?
I did get adapted to helplessness, which I believe is as soon as your agent is adapted to helplessness, permanently loses 1d6 power.
Okay. So that is permanent.
No. Yeah. So even though we got them all right now, it's not treated as though I got the 6 at once, unless it actually happened at once during the thing. Is that how that works? Yeah,
you do. Yeah. So go ahead and mark off how much power you lose. You're still in control. You don't. You can do whatever you want. You don't feel.
Gotcha.
An overwhelming urge to
that
flee
hurts.
Let's see here. Next up, Ryan.
I lost 6 at once, but I'm still above my breaking point.
All right. So in that case, that's a. So you lost 6 at once. So yeah, panic. I would imagine you would want to flee the building.
Yeah.
And
I've got my bottle and I'm just running. I'm like, no, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, you can give me another sand check to see if you're popping pills as you run.
Fail. Yes, I am. I absolutely am.
Yeah. By the way, don't forget about the
down with whiskey.
Ablative sanity rules, projecting onto bonds and things like that. But which you've all played Delta Green before, but. Those are things your characters can do in the future to hold on a bit longer. But all right, and then finally, Yersinia.
I didn't hit breaking point. I am adapted to helplessness, and I have to remind you that I have a new disorder.
Yep, because of being adapted to helplessness, or because you hit a breaking point.
I think because of adapted to helplessness.
Helplessness doesn't come with a disorder. It's just 1d6 minus 1d6 from your power score.
Oh, I'm not sure what. I don't know. I wrote down to remind you to give me a disorder.
Okay. Well, that's if you reached your breaking point.
Oh, not yet.
Okay. So yeah, you're you're adapted to helplessness. So mark off 1d6 power. And if you lost 5 or more at once, then you would flee the building. So, but I bet you everyone wants to get out of the building.
Well, I'm definitely going to at least follow the people who are fleeing.
Yeah. So yeah, all of you stumble out of the building. It is daytime. Dawn is breaking as you step out. You don't know how much time you spent in there. It felt like it was much longer than 8 hours.
Does our mood instantly change when we leave, or do we still feel the same emotional state that we were having inside the building? Right, like when I get outside, does it feel just the normal relief of getting out of this horrible building, or does it feel like something has actually changed?
You do feel changed somehow, like, but yeah, you realize when you were in there in the night floors, your mind was still experiencing the same stress, the same trauma, but for some reason it wasn't. It was like you were disassociating from it. You weren't panicking in the night floors. You were always in control, but now it hit you all at once, and your body, like something was suppressing your instinct to panic or to react. But now you're here. Yeah.
How far away is the park?
It's a 20-minute subway ride.
We took a ride to get here.
Yeah, it'd be like 30, 45 minutes walk or run. I mean, 30.
Yeah, I guess Jørgen just looks really nervous. He's thinking about how much he wants to be in that park right now to see if the park is also the Macallistar building.
Okay.
Because he remembers the clown being there, and that's an awful long way away.
Mm-hmm. So is Jørgen going to run all the way to the park?
I mean, it seems like a Jørgen kind of thing to do. To just like full on run for like half an hour to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. You give me an athletics check. If you fail it, you'll lose some willpower as you run.
I fail it.
All right. You lose 3 willpower as you were utterly drenched in sweat by the time you get there. So Jørgen's just running off in the distance. Marley, what are you doing?
I'm not running. I'm gonna walk across the street, sit down on the curb, take out my half-finished pack of Camel 100s and light up and just be there for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Ryan, what are you joining Marley with?
I am absolutely joining Marley. I just put the whiskey bottle between us. It's half empty at this point.
Mm-hmm. And Yersinia, what are you doing?
Oh god, yeah, I'll also sit down. I'll fucking reach for the pack of smokes from Marley.
Yeah, I offer it as well as lighter if needed.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the 3 of you are smoking and not talking very much.
What contact info do we have for Agent Marcus? Because I don't know about the rest of you, but I know everything I fucking need to know.
You do have a way to contact him. Let me look that up. I believe it is a phone number you can call, and then he will get back to you.
I think that we because Ryan got hotel set up stuff for us, right?
Yeah. He's the one who arranged for you to be hired as advisors to the FBI and for you to be assigned to this case.
So I'd say we go to I'm gonna smoke another cigarette after this one, and maybe another one after that, and then go to the hotel the hotel room that Ryan checked for us, and then I'm gonna call Agent Marcus and be like, "Hey, figured out where the lady went. She went away, and that's what happened."
Yep, gone forever. Just lost in space and time. Don't worry about it.
The building is broken, and that's what we learned.
Yeah, the building is haunted. We don't like the building. We're not going back in the building.
You get a generic voicemail saying to leave a callback number, and he'll get back to you, and that's it.
Okay, I guess I leave the callback for the room number at the hotel.
Okay.
And hope that Jørgen remembers where the hotel is, because I don't think we have cell phones. It's 95.
No worries.
Yeah.
No, we have got the walkie-talkies, and
one
assumes Jørgen's the type to always find his way home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to the park. Yeah, you can give me. Are you searching the park grounds?
Yeah.
Where you saw? Okay, give me if you have search.
Success.
Okay. So you do find an odd piece of paper. It is got a hotel letterhead on it. A hotel you've never heard before. The hotel Broadalbin, and it looks like someone's crudely drawn a map on.
Where do I find this?
It's on the ground, just like near where you saw the clown.
Clown's not here.
Clown is not here.
Pocket the paper.
There it is on the board. Doing these at like 8% zoom in.
Yeah.
So you can zoom in a little bit more and look at it. But yeah, that is. Yeah, there's JL bottle on it. Basement WL on it. Yeah, very odd. Okay. Yeah. So you're all waiting. You can sleep during the day. If you want to, waiting for the phone call. Just stay in your room till Marcus calls you back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how monitored are we? I assume, since it seems like not all of us are here voluntarily necessarily. We were coerced into this. Are we I get telecommunications isn't what it is like today, but is our use being monitored, or what's going on here? Are we free to just make calls?
No one said shit to me.
Yeah, do you have bureaucracy or criminology trained?
Yes.
Yeah, with this, whatever this group is that has roped you into doing this. This is obviously a black ops off the books thing, so they don't really have audits or accountability or oversight. So they just want you to get the thing done, whatever they ask. So you don't know how much, but one thing you don't know is how much they are monitoring you. You don't know if they are. It's obviously secret, and they would go to great lengths to preserve that secrecy. So yeah, you have no idea. So yeah, you can use the room for whatever you want. There's no official you can only use this for this. They give you, they kind of write you blank checks, but then they expect you to get whatever the job is done. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, blank check with an appropriate cost.
Yeah. Exactly. So Jørgen makes his way back to the group. And
I put the piece of paper down on more the little end tables.
Has Jørgen told us anything about this clown shit?
It's probably about to happen. He puts the piece of paper down on the end table, indicates it. I found this where I saw the clown before I came to the Macallistar the first time.
Sorry, clown?
I say the address of the park. There was a small clown that was performing there. I thought it was strange. And Manuel was painting that clown in the basement.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of the Broadalbin?
Can I pull up a map of the area and see if it's close?
Oh yeah, you're a New Yorker. You know all the hotels in town.
Yeah, obviously.
You've never heard of it. You're 100% sure that is not a hotel in New York City.
Okay. All right. Well, if this place does exist, which could be a question of if it does exist, it's not local.
Well, I mean, it says New York City on the letterhead, so. It might be. You only know about hotels that are around right now, so
it could be in the Macallistar.
I might want to check.
Lots of things are in the Macallistar.
That's accurate. I don't know. We could look into city records or go with a library or something, but I don't want to miss Marcus's call because that's the only way that we get to officially stop without facing the wrath of whatever black budget shit is behind this. If we don't hear back from him, I could call Fitzroy maybe. I don't know. I was
Agent Younger,
really not.
If you would like to take Ryan and our pet dog to the library to look for architecture or blueprints or what have you, I would be more than happy to stay in this room and do nothing while I wait for a call.
I feel like we probably shouldn't leave any of us completely alone because real bad times had. Do we want to say 2 and 2?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who wants to go who wants to go to the nerd box with me?
I can go through documents, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if we can find any connections from Crazy Town to something more concrete. Yeah.
Agent Younger, while you're out, if it's possible, could you obtain a copy of any of the paintings that Abigail made before missing, specifically from the exhibition right before she left?
I'll see what I can find. I don't know arts as well, but maybe someone at the library can help with that. Librarians are meant to know more than me.
Yeah. Okay, so you all sort of huddle up and allocate tasks. You do have a discretionary budget to order, food, so you can stay in the hotel room. For those of you staying in the hotel room, we'll kind of how much you get done depends on what kind of skill rolls you make and that kind of thing. So, well, first, let's see here. So you two, so Jørgen and Marley are heading to the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what are you researching first?
I mean, I think the first things to start with would be the most concrete things. So information, as much info as we can get on the Macallistar building and its history, as well as Abigail's paintings seem like good places to start.
And well, yeah, you would know actually city records would be better than the library. So
okay.
Yeah, New York City Hall.
All right.
Yeah. Do you either of you have bureaucracy at 50% or higher?
I only got 40.
What about you, Jørgen?
None.
All right, so give me a roll on bureaucracy to find it. You're not quite.
My thought was perhaps I could use a search, not to actually find it, but to assist Marley in finding stuff to help organize her.
Okay, yeah,
attention.
I'll give you a plus 20 on your roll then. So yeah,
all right.
Yeah. So like, I'll just help direct the search without really understanding the subject of it, just making sure that we're being efficient.
Doesn't matter, still fail.
Nice.
Okay. Well, you don't get away. You don't find the city records showing the history of the building. And that takes you, but you realize you can get the blueprints because that's easier to get.
Okay.
So that doesn't only requires 20% or higher. It also requires spending $200. But you do have the Macallistar blueprints.
Okay.
Originally, there's a little note saying London House re Macallistar. So apparently its original name was called the London House. Lundine. You get photostatic copies. There is something odd in it. There, in the midst of them, you find a single slip of elegant cream-colored stationery for the Hotel Broadalbin in New York City. Stapled to a city permit. The stationery has a handwritten note on it, scribbled in a ballpoint pen. I saw the rooms tonight at dusk.
I would have really liked for the hotel thing to just be, no offense, Jørgen, but you being crazy.
Yeah,
this is
that
not.
Would have been much better.
Yeah,
I'm not loving this.
Let's see here. I will put the note of this thing in the group chat.
Gotcha.
Marley, I've thought of something that's very concerning. Things happened when we were in the other place that hurt our minds, but we didn't feel it until we left.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It is, don't get me wrong, it is our task to find Abigail Wright.
If we brought out someone who'd been in there for that long...
We cannot... We can find her, maybe, but we
But if we brought her outside,
her.
she might lose her mind immediately.
Yeah, she is... Yeah. She is gone. Forever.
Yeah, I can't think of any argument otherwise. Yeah.
So as you two are searching and talking about this, Yersinia, you do have a laptop and you can do internet things. The internet exists in 1995.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So you can rest.
And recipes and game walkthroughs were way better.
Yeah, I go on a GameFAQs and find the guide for this.
Got like a ThinkPad or something, just a big old boxy indestructible laptop.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Ninth floor's ASCII map. All right, found it.
Yeah. Hello, we're at Games Done Quick. We're speed running the Macallistar building.
We're speed running Zork. I'm outside of a White House.
Floor in under 1 hour. Yeah. Trying to get to the party ASAP.
I don't think speedruns work when time breaks down. That seems like more of a cheat than can really be handled by the...
No, it's way better, trust me. So yeah, you can research things with computer science on any number of topics. So if you want to do that, or you can rest. Ryan, what about you? Do you want to take a nap? Recover any willpower if you lost any?
I haven't lost any willpower, but I'll probably nap it at some point. I do want to know, time was pretty fuckety where we were. Just check the nearest calendar, like just or ask the receptionist, like hotel, like clerk. Just sorry, just remind me the date today.
August 11th.
All right, so morning. So time has progressed seemingly normally.
Here
Cool.
it has, yeah.
Just good to know.
Here
Good
it
to know.
has, he says.
Yeah. So actually, for our team searching, you two will have to lose willpower because you
Great.
are not sleeping because you've been up a long time. So Yersinia and Ryan nap in the hotel room and wait for the phone call. Hours have passed. It is now like early afternoon by the time you find the photostatics and attempt to find the city records and fail of the Macallistar building and find the odd stationery in the blueprints. So you can try again to find the city records. Or
Honestly,
you
that
can
seems
do
more
some-
like something might want to tap Yersinia to do once she's feeling more up to things, because this kind of stuff is less my not a bureaucracy girl. I'm a look people in the eye and figure out what their deal is girl. So
yeah.
In that case, I think I would say head to the library and look into the more like weird and artsy stuff that we came across.
Okay. Let's see here.
Because
Don't
like
forget
we
your
have
shopping
we have sort of. Oh wait, actually no, but we shouldn't leave the there without looking into the name of that hotel too. Sorry, we should stay at City Records and look into the hotel Broadalbin while we're there.
All right, so you're looking up the hotel at the public library. Okay.
No, I was going to say I
City
was let's not leave
okay.
City Records before we look into the
Okay,
hotel.
yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
I will do
Are we
the same
doing?
thing to assist.
Yeah.
I assume it's probably got to be bureaucracy, right?
Okay, so you said plus 20 on that if he's assisting.
Yes.
Hey, in that case, I do make it. That'd be 42 out of 60.
Yeah, as far as New York City is concerned, there has never been such a hotel at any point in its history. Yeah. So,
Great.
yeah.
I wish that was a surprise.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, that may be a I don't know, a name or a word we need to look into when we're at the library. I'll add that to the other list, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, you can, but the city hall is closing. And at this point, Ryan and Yersinia, you have both waken up for your nap. You're not like, super. You're like awake. You're awake enough that you can't just go back to sleep. So you can talk. You could plan. You could research things on the internet. But yeah, the call has still not come.
Very cool. Okay. Before I think first I'm gonna see if I can track down a website for whatever gallery. Abigail,
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You do get some. You know something, so you will get some information regardless. But there's so much.
We have such information to show you.
Which I will do.
Yeah. Now that we've
such documentation to show you.
seen more
yeah.
of the rooms and stuff like that, I wouldn't mind going back into Abby's apartment to look at the shrine again to see if maybe they went up there and back or something, like if they were trying to something.
Yeah.
You want to go back in the building.
I want to look at the room with fresh eyes. I'm not going in the roof. Fuck that.
I don't know if you have a choice. I think if you go in the building, you are volunteering yourself for anything that happens next.
We could have missed something so obvious. Maybe there was some more documents about this hotel we don't know. Like maybe there is something about rooms that we didn't pick up on. Like we know more now. I think maybe I shouldn't go alone, but I think we need to re-look.
Okay. Yeah, so do you yeah. So Ryan goes, unless you're gonna like escalate Yersinia.
You're
yeah.
leaving right now, Ryan.
I can wait, but I think we do need to go back. Just to the room, just to see it.
There
with
was a
fresh
lot.
eyes.
You did not fully finish research or like investigating the shrine. There's a lot of other stuff glued to the walls.
If we go back into the Macallistar building, we're going to do it once everyone has returned, and
Okay.
we're going to do it once everyone is in agreement. All right, so take a seat. I'll put on some coffee.
You do get a phone number pretty early on researching the Macallistar building. There is a company called Art Life, and someone named Cynthia LaChance, who works for Art Life, is apparently representing or ran the Abby Wright's first show. And Art Life, owns the Macallistar building.
Okay.
So,
I'll try and dial up that number right away.
well, you could be reaching it with computer science, and Ryan could be calling the person while that's
All right,
yeah.
I'll give Ryan a task. Don't run into the building. Call his phone number.
Yeah. So, Yersinia, give me a computer science check.
Okay. I make that 38 under 40.
Okay. So you find records for the building because it is owned by Art Life. It was sold on 1967 to Art Life. The current owners say the architect Asa Darabandi was famous for having been involved with a scandalous murder case, but say nothing else about it. And so you also get the construction permit of the original building. It was called London House because I was the owner, the builder, on May 27th, 1921, and its completion May 21, 1924, and various sales and purchases. But then it was sold by the London estate at February 3, 1953, to the Star Corporation, to Art Life, and Art Life has owned it ever since. And Art Life
is the gallery.
Art Life seems to be a company that like will give you an apartment in New York at a low rate, and as to budding artists, and in which case then we can represent them, and like they're basically giving these apartments not away, they're making money off them, but like
it's the carrot they use to get like some sort of power over rights for their art or things like that.
They're kind of betting that some of these artists will go big and they'll profit from that, So it's like an incubator, but for artists. And so
it's like an American version of the machine that's used to churn out pop stars in like Korea.
Mm-hmm. And Abby was obviously involved in that scene. So Ryan, you call up Cynthia, and she says, "Hello."
Hi. I've just got some questions about a gallery show that you put on a couple months back here with Abigail Wright.
Oh yeah, it's such a pity about her. I wish I had more of her. I mean, well, God, she was so nice. I'm just broken up that she's, have you heard? Did you hear about her? I'm sorry if I'm breaking news to you, but she went missing like a few months ago.
No, I have heard. That's why I was wondering if do you know the art that was? Do you have like prints or copies of?
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, we have a gallery not too far from not too on 23rd and 3rd East Avenue East. Yeah, and of course, as a New Yorker, that's not far from the Macallistar building. Ryan. And,
can I human to see if they really give a shit about Abby or if they're just like doing the?
Yeah.
I failed that. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you are over the phone. It's hard. You don't see your facial expressions. So it's been it's been really tough lately. But yeah, she beautiful style, sort of landscapes and informed by the Hudson River School, the Hudson School of Painting. She then immediately launches into art speak, which you're like, those are words.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Could I get copies of these? That sounds.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we have a couple of the we give out these little I guess gallery. I forgot what the term is, but they give out a little it's like a little
pamphlet thing. Yeah,
brochure.
Yeah.
A brochure?
Yeah, brochure. Well, more than a brochure, it's like a printed bound thing with little. Stuff. Yeah.
It's like a playbill, but not.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a playbill, but for an art show. Yeah, I'm just blanking on the name for those. But yeah, she has a stack of them. You can take some.
Cool. Out of character, I don't know what else I was meant to be asking this lady besides.
Well, you do know that she works for the company that owns the Macallistar building.
Right.
Yeah, so you could ask about. So she may know about the other people there or the building itself.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask Abby was obviously putting displays on for you guys and living at the Macallistar building. Is every one in the building one of your artists or tenants?
Yes. Well, they're all artists. We're a nonprofit a firm. We purchase property and rent it to professional artists at a low cost. And we're in turn supported by grants from famous artists and artist organizations that want to support the arts and support the next generation of artists. And of course, we do help artists looking for representation for gallery showings and agents. We help them with that if they want that. They are free. They're not obligated to use us. Abigail wanted us. We were very friendly. And so, yeah, I know. Well, it's a shame about that building, though. Well, we've had some. Well, I don't want to gossip.
Oh no, I'm willing to listen. I would love to hear the history of the place.
Oh well, it's a very nice. It's kind of scandalous. Of course, there was the architect was involved in a very apparently scandalous murder case back in the 50s. I'm just lately we've had some problem with our tenants because I guess they've been broken up. They all knew each other, and no one's been paying their bills, and so we're gonna have to evict them, and we've already begun. I mean, maybe it's for the best. We've been talking about renovating the building for quite some time, and if we get everyone out of the building, that's just going to make it so much easier and faster, right? You don't have to work around the tenants. And yeah, so we're in a bit of entering a new phase for the building. But yeah, it's a shame, but these things happen in cycles. It's just part of the way it goes. Yeah.
Do you know if there's any artists that used to live in the building that were a part of your catalog of artists that are no longer there? Or
oh, sure, she gives you some names of people.
Cool.
Right? I mean, it's like, oh, and so was a very, you can give me intelligence times 5.
78. I do not make that.
Okay. Well, but yeah, she does mention some other names. People do come and go, but yeah, all the current tenants are being evicted.
Cool.
So, yeah.
All right. I thank her for the time, and we'll be over to pick up those brochure things.
Yeah. It's just so odd. I've never had to evict a whole building at once before. That is a bit odd, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Artists, they be like that.
Well, I do, but not at once. I've had to evict before, but not all of them. It's just they've all. I guess everyone deals with grief, and they must have known Abby a lot better than I did, and they're processing it differently. And I understand, but we can't be there for them. But we need to, Anyway, I'm sorry. Well, you have a good day. If you want to come by, we're open till 7. And you can come by and pick up a pamphlet whenever. Yeah, so you could. Yeah, so
Google rent strike.
Google's not even around yet.
Alta Vista.
Yeah. Ask Jeeves. I think he'll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lycos.
We got. Let's see. What's some other early ones?
So it's been about 7 hours since you placed the call. And so far Marcus has not called back yet. You all, you two, Marley and Jørgen are kicked out of City Hall because it's closed to the public at this point. And what do you want to do? You can go back to the hotel room and convey with your fellow agents.
Yeah, and I need to fucking sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. I think.
All right. So, you can have a shift change, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. All right. So you hit back, you get food on the way. Let's see here. Marley or Jørgen, who's picking food to get for your fellow agents for dinner?
I'll go ahead and I Actually, what would I get? Fuck, I can't think of food.
Probably
Jørgen, you want to pick food?
Sure. Yeah. So we're having pizza.
All
That
right.
sounds good. Yeah.
Like we're talking Noah's Ark and all of the flora as well. Like every food group, every ingredient. Yeah.
All right.
Works
This is
for
what
me.
Jørgen eats every day. Like, is this Jørgen's, I can't feed myself, so I'll eat the pizza?
Like I think this is Jürgen's I feel stressed meal. Like I think he probably must
Comfort
eat
food.
a little healthier given his stats, but
Yeah. So yeah, they come back with all agents. You're all eating pizza in your hotel room, waiting for the call.
Actually, well,
Yeah.
no, I'll give him until what time of day is it?
I would say so. It's been about 7 hours. You got out around 8 a.m. I think.
Okay.
So, well, it's actually no, it's a little later. Yeah, so it's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. But you have none of you have eaten, so it's like let's say like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I gotta sleep, but if he doesn't call by the time I wake up,
Oh no,
I'm
it's
gonna-
5. It's a little after 5 because you got kicked out of City Hall. So.
Oh yeah. If he doesn't call by the time I wake up, I'm gonna reach out to Fitz and set up some kind of meeting with her, see if I can figure out what the hell is going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So Yersinia and Ryan, you could go back to the Macallistar building now.
I wouldn't mind to, but I would like somebody to come with me.
I think I'm going to put my foot down and be like, all right, listen, Ryan and I are going to do some more work while the two of you catch some sleep. Thank you for the pizza. We're going to stop by the gallery that Abigail had her show
Yeah,
at.
okay.
Mhm.
And Ryan, I'm stressing this point here in front of the others. We are not going in the building until everyone is present. Understood?
Understood. Yep, sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, mostly we've only had time to look into the we got a little bit of the building stuff, floor plans, stuff like that. We got another connection to the hotel thing that Jørgen found in the park, so that's good.
that hotel appears not to be in New York.
Yeah, I forgot that part. The hotel's not real here. So that's about what we got. So I'm gonna go to sleep.
Did you buy smokes while you were out?
No, I only have about 5 left. So if I'll smoke whatever, like if you get whatever brand you want, but take it out of the budget. Who gives a shit?
Okay. So the two, Yersinia and Ryan, walk over to it's not that far of a walk, to the art gallery, the Art Life, or the Art Life office. It was at a gallery, but the Art Life office it's not, so the show was not held there, but like they have the gallery,
The info.
yeah, the info. So they hand you the thing. The paintings look very nice. They're landscapes, very cinematic lighting, like very dramatic lighting. They look kind of like older paintings, but of newer places. But none of you have any art skills, so you can't really those look nice. Yeah, can't really pick anything else. But
Of real places?
yeah, you don't know. Like they look like they look like landscapes of like natural environments, not like cities or anything like that. And then
Can
there
I use
is,
navigate to see if I know these places?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Nice.
Hey,
This is
50 on the dot. I make it.
50 on the dot. That is the person you meet there. You can see there on the far right. It's very nice, very friendly. None of those look like real places. They look. The geography's a little off. Like, I mean, you can't be 100% sure, but they're definitely not anywhere in America. She would have to do photo research of like very distant or obscure places if they're real. There are things about the geography that don't make sense.
Okay.
Like the cliffs, like places with those kind of plains don't have like dramatic cliffs like right next to them like that, or like that. Yeah, there's just like things that like she's making it up. Like asks what your interest in Abigail is. She's looking at you, Yersinia, as you're looking through the gallery.
Well, I
Magazine.
find my work often runs parallel to a lot of artistic endeavors. And Abigail being what she is, I took interest in her work. That's
Oh, you're
very
an artist
remarkable.
too?
Not quite, but similar, yes.
Oh, what kind of work do you do then?
It's, I'm not really at liberty to say.
Oh,
I don't want to give it away. I'm sure you understand how artists are.
no, but artists are love talking about their work in my experience, and or like They're they're in it for the love of art. But I mean, I suppose everyone has a different process.
Of note, are there any other artists from the fuck is it called? From the Macallistar building that you've had hosted a gallery for or anything like that? A showing?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think all of our current. Well, no, not Roger. Roger's a writer. Let's see.
Yes, the wonderful Dark Sea.
A Nightsea, I thought, but yeah, his agent called me the other day, or was very wanted to know if Roger had moved out. Like, I don't know. Thomas Manuel, he's a painter as well. He and Abby got along quite well. And then there's Roger. There is Michelle's also a writer.
Michelle
Van Fitz. Great work on feminism. Like, she's very insightful. We just had. Oh wait, we also Lewis Post, of course. He's an illustrator, but more of like not fine art, but like illustrations and like commercial work. Very skilled though.
Interesting. And I heard from my friend here, all of them at once have stopped paying their rent.
Yes, I think shortly after Abby went missing, or shortly before. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, around that time. Yeah.
And is there a super on site? And he hasn't. He doesn't do anything about that. There's no super.
No, we have maintenance people that go in and check things, but we haven't had. Yeah, but we don't have like an on-site superintendent or work person or anything like that.
Did anyone? There was I believe it was an up and coming artist that I've heard of recently. I can't remember the first name, but it was a something Castaigne. Is there a Castaigne in the building as well? Of course. And for that matter, do any of the tenants have a dog? Do you know?
No, we don't allow dogs.
Huh.
I think that's everything that I've needed to hear. If you don't mind, may I use your phone?
Of course.
I'm gonna ring fucking Younger and Jørgen.
I'll lead the lady away, like, oh, I'm very interested in
Light
this
sleeper.
thing.
All right, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, Balto. Listen, I apologize for interrupting your beauty sleep, but I'm getting antsy. I am right by the building. I would like you and Younger to hurry on over so that we can get back to investigating and wash our hands of this.
Why not after sleep?
Because I have a feeling that the longer we sit on this, the worse it's going to get.
Honestly, that's good enough for Jørgen. Like, you hear him waking Marley up.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm awake. It's fine. Yeah.
That good old 40-minute sleep. Love it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You were just beginning to drift off. Yeah. Okay. So, it takes you another, half hour to all reconvene in front of the building.
As a peace offering, I will purchase a pack of cigarettes a carton from across the streets, and offer some to Younger.
Works
Yeah.
for me.
Do I have anything in my med bag that might give them a little spring in their step, if they would like to?
Need any uppers? You got everyone
Yeah.
little bit of a buzz going.
Yeah. No, you can give them something mild or something strong. Something mild, you don't have to make a skill check. Something strong, you definitely have to make a skill check.
If I fail it, will I still be able to give them mild, or do I have nothing?
If you fail on giving them something strong, you will give them the wrong dosage.
In that case, let's just give them mild stuff.
Okay,
just a little more.
We'll
Not-
say thank you, but not yet.
No,
we
I'm
don't know
fine.
how long this is going to take or how bad it's going to get. There might be a better time.
Okay.
Do we look? This is gonna make me sound like a fucking child, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Do we really want to be in here after dark?
It is getting dark. It is
Like,
not yet dark. This is
I'm
the
not-
summer. It is. You got 2 hours of daylight.
I'm not unpersuaded by it's gonna get worse the longer we let things sit, but also, the weird, creepy guy who isn't real was specifically the night manager. So
Of course,
maybe
I understand the concern, but when we were there in the day,
yeah.
did we find anything useful?
I mean, it still felt wrong, but Well, we found a bunch of stuff that we have no context for, bits and pieces, maps and such. We got
pointing us to the floor.
Everyone give me Yeah, are you looking at the evidence that you have? I assume you have it with you.
Yeah, we got the floor plan, by the way.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, you can zoom in and look at that. Everyone give me intelligence times 5 as you look at the things you collected from the shrine.
There's a lot of air shafts. I wish I knew anything about construction.
50 under 70.
Fail.
The seal is gone.
35, success.
The seal is gone.
The seal is gone.
The seal of person is gone.
All right, cool. We didn't need that anyway. It's fine.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
fine.
So, I think that my sitting on it, getting worse theory might hold a little bit water.
Thinking maybe we should pack up the items that we've separated out so far. Wait. Have we gone inside at this point, I guess?
No, you're outside. I assume you would. I'm not going to make you go inside the building. You're outside on the sidewalk. I'm not going to make that choice for you.
We also haven't dealt with.
You have to say you want to go in.
We also haven't dealt with the fact there's a fucking microphone in the room with a cable leading to what was it? Thomas's room.
How about we
Manuel.
start with that?
Yeah.
You know what? I have a badge and a gun. I just go into his room and fucking arrest him and make him fucking talk to us about why there's a goddamn wire in the floor.
Yeah. I mean,
seems-
she's gone missing,
great.
and you've got a wire into her room.
Yeah, that seems like probable cause for a fucking conversation.
Yep.
Okay.
Lead the way.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So-
Fuck it,
You go
going in.
Yeah.
Banging on Thomas's door.
All right. Yeah, Thomas Manuel. He opens the door.
Are you Thomas Manuel?
Yes.
Hi, I'm with the FBI. This is the card that says I'm with the FBI. We need to have a little conversation. So, would you like to invite us in, or would you like me to make sure that you end up in handcuffs?
Okay. Please. No, I don't want any trouble.
Yeah, come on. Here, show us in, and you just have a nice seat in front of me where I can see you.
Yeah. You go in to his room. Everyone can. Those of you who have high human skill, like above 50 or more.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to roll for that, but you notice for someone involved in visual arts, he has a lot of audio equipment, stereo equipment at very high quality. You also notice
God is a podcaster.
no.
Yes.
He was the patient zero.
He has no books, no magazines, published cassettes, or compact discs. His apartment is actually very austere, no art of any kind, and the apartment kind of reminds you of a hotel suite. But there's no cassettes or compact discs. Yeah. So yeah,
A lot of audio equipment with nothing to listen to.
Well, he's got something to listen to. Mr. Manuel, could you tell me exactly what your relationship was with Ms. Wright, who used to live across the hall?
Yeah, she was a great artist. We talked a lot of, I guess, shop talk, and I would consider her a friend, not like especially close. We weren't dating or anything.
Oh, not a. Oh, okay. So how did she sound?
Fine.
Oh, so there's no problem with the cable. Microphone works all right. Like, because I think that when you put something under a carpet like that, it would be harder to check the quality, to make sure that the hardware's assembled properly.
What are you talking about?
There is a microphone with a cable leading from her room into yours under the carpet.
Okay.
Jørgen moves to stand directly behind him.
Yeah. No, he's strapped in the room. You can find. Yeah, do you find? Yeah, are you? Yeah. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jørgen, could you just make sure he sits still for a moment? I'm going to head over to the door and find the cable.
Yeah, you find it.
I'm going to follow it, to whatever it's plugged into.
And it is attached to a tape recorder.
Oh, so you just haven't listened to it yet, or
I have no idea how that got there. I have no idea. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, it is very out of place considering the lack of audio equipment in the rest of your apartment.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I've never seen that.
It is rough not to know things because what we have here looks pretty bad. So maybe you should consider thinking about the things that you do know, because reports are you had somewhat of a closer relationship with Ms. Wright, And you have, you seem to have had access to her apartment. Either that, or you're invoking a mysterious third party who planted audio equipment that matches your interests, which sounds like it's not something that's going to persuade a jury or a judge. So how about you play straight with me?
I have no idea, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, the stereo's from my parents. It's a nice thing, so I can't just get rid of it. But like, I'm sort of going through a minimalism phase. I like, you know, I just don't want to be cluttered by things. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Human?
Yeah, human.
Yeah, you give me a roll.
I make it.
I critically make it 33.
You wonder if there's with a critical, like, you wonder, like, it's still daytime right now. Like, you have less than 2 hours of daylight. You wonder if there will be a personality shift at night.
Oh, no.
But he seems genuinely confused right now.
Okay, so let's say you're telling me the truth about that. You seem genuinely perturbed, so we'll mark that in something that I may find slightly persuasive. Why haven't you been paying your rent?
I don't know.
You're hard up for money. You're not selling work.
I've just been I've been sort of focusing inwardly. You know, trying to get more inspiration. There's just this project idea I have, and I just can't solidify it. Something like that seems kind of minor, right? I gotta get something interesting going.
Who is the clown, Thomas? And this is from right behind his head.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The clown you painted. Who is it?
I painted a clown. No, that doesn't sound like my work.
I slap him. I strike him on the ear from behind him.
Even I'm a little bit like, whoop.
Yeah. I don't paint that kitschy shit. I paint like reality as a, you know, I'm trying to like get to the, like, really do something serious. I'm not into that retro, you know.
How did you get to the basement? How did you get to the basement?
There's a door on the side. While you two are having this interrogation, Ryan and Yersinia, what are you two doing?
Is there a playback feature with headphones?
Yeah.
Oof. Uh-oh. Okay.
Let's see what he's been listening to.
Well, there is no tape in the tape recorder right now.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
You can. I mean, you haven't searched you have not searched the apartment. You just looked at it.
In that case, I'm going to attempt to track down a tape or, you know, storage or something like that might contain a tape.
Start going through his shit.
All right, both of you give me search checks. While that interrogation's going on, you two are searching.
Is that like a persuade to bad cop someone?
I also make it.
Okay. All right. There are each of you takes a different room. One of them take the bedroom. One takes the kitchen. Who wants to take the kitchen?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. So so you two are talking about this. Going, Ryan, you go to the kitchen. You start searching through it. Yeah, you notice, you look in there, there's a bunch of food in the refrigerator. And you start looking at it, then you notice that the milk carton is dated from March, and it is August right now, but the milk does not smell.
Ooh, I like that worse, actually. That's,
Okay. Yep, I'll file that.
Well, you start looking at the other food, and you notice all of the expiration dates are from March.
Great.
And all of it looks fine.
Great.
Give me a sand check.
Yep. I'm going to call out. Just ask him what date he thinks it is. I do not make that.
All right, that's one from unnatural.
Yep, sure is.
He's like, I don't know. I lose track of the days, man. I don't know. June, October. I don't know. I don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah. No, why? I gotta focus on my art.
I mean, in terms
of your art?
I did set up in the basement. I don't want to
show
smell
us how you got there.
Okay, well, we have
you
to. You
didn't get there the normal way.
There's only one way to get down there. But meanwhile, Yersinia, you've also found something.
Good.
There is a plastic plant base, and you find a hidden recess at the base of it. So he's got, like, you know, a little, like, plant that, you know, pot goes on the floor, but there's a little hidden base, a little hidden compartment in there. You find some pages folded up with words typed on them. At a glance, it looks like a script, with character names and stage directions. There's some audio cassettes and a bronze medallion. The cassettes are not labeled.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, the medallion looks like a curio, like one of those things you can open up, and it would reveal like a picture inside. You let me know if you want to open it up. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
That.
Can
Instead of
be
destroying my
opened.
mind with the medallion, I'm going to go destroy my mind with the cassette tapes. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I voted for Kodos.
All right, so Yersinia finds these things and starts listening to the tape. Ryan, you found that. And let's see here. And so it sounds like, are you going to all of you wait for Yersinia to listen to the tapes? Or are you going to... Actually, no, I'd say there's a portable tape recorder. You could put it in the tape recorder and play it as you walk around. So you can follow the others Yersinia while you're listening to the tape.
Some sort of Walkman.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So all of you follow as Manuel takes you outside the building, takes you around to the side, and goes in there.
So when he takes us out of the building,
yeah,
does he take us by the normal route out? Mm-hmm. Because Jørgen would very much object to that. He would stop him short.
Okay.
This isn't how you went downstairs when you went downstairs to paint the clown. How did you go downstairs that time?
I'd never painted a clown.
And I'll say like the date and like roughly the time of day that this occurred.
It will be last night, August 10th.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Mr. Manuel, I don't know if you understand the seriousness of your situation. You're a person of interest in a missing persons case. So far, sort of the person of interest, considering the evidence literally linking your living spaces in an incredibly untoward way. So, do you have any information that you maybe forgot to pass on to previous investigators? Anything that you may remember from when Abigail was still around here? Anything that would make us not think that you are extremely guilty?
He seems genuinely panicked. You don't have to roll again, and afraid. He's like, I have no idea. I just want to work on my art. That's all that matters to me, right? I don't care what day it is. I don't care.
You don't care if someone's disappeared?
Abby's been gone for a while. I thought she was on vacation or something. I don't know.
Do you go upstairs often?
No, Michelle doesn't like me. I mean, she doesn't like many people, and Lewis is kind of weird.
Do you go to the smoking lounge? Do you go to the 6th floor?
What? No idea.
I get closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the yellow sign?
Kind of, his eyes widen for a moment.
I think all of us are questioning what the fuck that meant.
Yeah, everybody's getting that side eye to Jørgen.
Then he kind of
My
shakes
body
his head,
language is very clear. Like, this is an answer this or get hurt situation.
He kind of pauses and just kind of like stops talking for a second. Then it kind of like blinks as though he just woke up and is just. Can you just leave me alone? We'll come back tonight and we can talk about it.
Has anything of note happened? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So Yersinia. Yeah, give me a scan check.
Yeah.
There it is.
So where are we locationally right now?
You're outside the Macallistar building on the side.
Sounds like
in the alley.
Yeah.
Like I would have stopped him like in his hallway though.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
have this discussion.
Okay. Yeah.
Once
you're in the
it
hallway.
becomes clear to Jørgen that like
it's not a
he
secret passage.
legitimately doesn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
He starts thinking about a few things a little bit differently and like visibly gets less tense.
Okay.
At least less aggressive, I should say.
All right. So
leaves him
if I
alone.
match my sanity, what is that?
You're no.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you have to exceed it to fail the
right.
sand check.
Cool.
So you hear the same music from the ballroom last night, but like it's recorded distantly, like in a different room. but it ends differently. The recording, then your ears are you're startled because you hear an explosion, and it's not any explosion; it's the explosion.
It is the explosion. Fuck.
Yeah, and you kind of pull your headphones off for a
Yeah,
second.
I yanked that shit off.
Yeah.
I'll like shove the tape recorder and headphones into whoever's nearest.
Yeah, I will grab it, sure, and just be like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just stepping away and lighting up one of my fucking shitty Russian cigarettes that I found.
Actually,
I
reach into the pocket of my coat and I pull out an ashtray that I stole from the hotel and pass it over.
I'll make a gesture for a lighter too.
Oh yeah, I drop a lighter in the ashtray and pass them. Because I was definitely gonna smoke inside until we decided to door knock Manuel.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Manuel, you are advised not to leave the city for the next several days because we will definitely have more questions for you.
I don't want to. I mean, I gotta work.
Well, work in and around the building, unless you want. Okay, well, fine then.
Not a problem.
Have a lovely.
Quarterback.
I'm afraid it's part of a federal investigation that's ongoing. So you'll just. Besides, I thought that it was connected to a line that you didn't know anything about. Is it yours? Is it on the record?
The recorder's mine, but I don't know. You could take the cable. I just want the recorder. I mean, I guess I have his back one. Yeah, no, I have a backup. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be fine.
Okay.
Well, you have a lovely rest of the evening. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, it's not. It's still day.
Leave.
All right. Yeah, you got about an hour before dark. Before it's officially night.
Listen to that tape and tell me what they hear. At the end, specifically.
I'll rewind it like 30 seconds.
Yeah, you hear it's the sound of a nearly empty apartment. You can hear building creaks, footsteps in the distance.
Just footsteps in an empty apartment.
Stare at the floor, nod. Okay.
Maybe we should, aside from so...
It's different at night, and so are they. I'm worried that Manuel is broken by the building too.
I mean, wouldn't be a huge surprise given what we know.
Maybe while we have this hour or so of daylight left, this would be the time to look at Abby's apartment.
No, we might want to consider gathering up the things that we think are important and taking them to our less crazy staging area as well. So do we want to just split into teams, team pack things up, and team investigate for more clues?
That seems good.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Who is taking things to back to your hotel, and who is staying to investigate the shrine?
I would like to look at the shrine.
Okay, so Jørgen and Ryan go and look at the shrine. Marley and Yersinia go take your existing clues back to your hotel.
And while we're there, we can see if we've missed any calls from Marcus.
Jørgen and Ryan, you can both give me search checks.
I would also like to try an unnatural, because I have 10 in it.
Oh, yeah. Give me both.
I fail. I fail my search.
Search. Make the search.
Okay.
And unnatural. Fail the unnatural, shockingly.
I will say with the unnatural, you do know what you do because of your knowledge of the unnatural. You do know you have one resource available to you. The person, your friend in the sewer is Gary. That's the name you've given them.
Yep. My little moon pal.
Gary will want something in exchange, but something you can go down there and find Gary and talk to. He may give you some advice for free, but if you want real answers or a real request, you would have to meet whatever price Gary makes. So that's what you get with your knowledge. Yeah, so you made your Jørgen, you failed.
I did make my search.
I failed my search. Astonishingly.
Okay. Yeah, you just find junk that nothing seems to grab your name. Then see here, Ryan. Yeah, you find a photo of a couple. Their eyes have been scratched out in the photo. Like, not that they were really, scratched out. So yeah, you can give me let's see. And there's a weird hand between them.
That is a weird hand. That is an awful clown-looking hand.
It's not a normal-looking hand.
Nope. All right.
It's fine. I'm sorting stuff and carrying boxes is what I'm doing.
Oh, fuck this.
All right. Can I roll something on that? I don't know what, like occult or history? Do I recognize them?
I mean, you do know someone who keeps talking about a clown.
Yeah.
It's not someone you've met. I will say that. You can give me
I want to show the photo to Rob. Just be like, does this hand look familiar to you?
Definitely.
Does it look like the clown from the park?
It looks similar, yeah. Puffy Harlequin costume.
So Jørgen's face goes real pale, and he just nods once very quickly.
Cool.
Yeah, both of you, I'll give you intelligence times 5.
Did you say criminology as well?
Criminology would work too.
I fucking fail.
I make 14 over 70.
Okay. Actually, you do remember seeing the man before, a photo of the man. And you remember you look through the dossier on Abigail Wright. That is Thomas Wright, her father.
Ah.
You would guess that the woman is maybe Ellen, which would be Abby's mother. You seem to remember that Ellen is dead. You don't remember the details, but Thomas Wright is a retired police officer. But it's getting close to nighttime. Are you staying in the apartment or are you leaving?
I guess we should leave. We don't want to be in here at night alone.
No.
Oh yeah, both give me sand checks.
Fail.
You made it. All right, let's see. You hear you lose 1 sand from helplessness. And hear voices through the wall. It's someone crying, like a man crying, just like sobbing in desperation. It is from a wall that it borders the hallway out, the main hallway.
As in, like, it's not the hallway; it's in a room.
It's in the hall. The sound is coming from the hallway outside the apartment.
Oh, okay. I look. I see.
No
who
one
it
there.
is. Cool. Yeah.
Yep. That's
don't
where
worry
the sand
about
was.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. That's a separate sand check.
Oh, good. Is it for helplessness? Because I just got adapted to helplessness.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it's from unnatural because there's a sound
good.
with no source.
Yeah. Odd 4. I'm perfectly okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you lose 1d6 power as you are now adapted to helplessness.
1. Hey, finally rolling okay.
All right, so the two of you are leaving before it becomes dark. So it's a little before 8 o'clock, and you step out of the apartment.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you two, let's see here, Marley and Yersinia. You're in the apartment. You're sorting the documents, the things that you found. The phone rings. Who's answering?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Agent Gross.
Marcus.
Good. Great. We need to talk in a secure fashion. We need to set up a meeting because things have happened, progressed, occurred, been witnessed, any number of things. Probably shouldn't speak over the phone. So
okay. Go to this address, punch in this code, 5487. It's a self-storage facility.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be waiting inside at 9:15.
Oh, tonight?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All
okay,
right.
Hang up.
So the other two agents, you all reconvene at the hotel room. It is you have about an hour. You have just enough time to get there. It is a bit out of the way, like Upper Manhattan. I'll say. I'm not going to locate it. It is the what's a good generic name? I don't want You Trust It storage, Well, no, yeah, So like you can trust us. You can trust it. You trust it. Yeah.
Sounds on the up and up.
The three of you, or the four of you, all go to this self-storage. Marcus is there. He is quite nervous looking. Those of you with a high criminology at 60 or alertness at 60 notice that he has a pistol under his coat.
Well, I've got both of those.
I have both of those at 50, so I'm just coasting.
Yeah. Yes. What's your status? We got to be very careful. Were you watched? Did anyone follow you here?
No, not here. We certainly felt watched in the building. And by the way, building connects to an impossible space that has some sort of psychological, I don't know, ablative property that anything awful and deranged that happens to you doesn't affect you psychologically until you leave. Also
time is kind of fuckety there.
Time's pretty sideways, so most likely, based on reports of the affected people that we found within that space, it's very likely that Ms. Wright is in this other place, has been this entire time, and very likely if we manage to exfiltrate her from this place, she would immediately lose her mind. So not really sure what to do about that.
Did you determine an origin?
We have a list of names of various places that we haven't had haven't had the opportunity to run down. Hotel, what was it? Hotel Broadlebin. There was a seal, a demonological seal that we haven't identified yet. And there was also...
I don't need to know the details. Just you didn't find a source yet, so you don't know where... Okay, well...
The source is the hotel. The hotel's fucked. Burn it to the ground, you're done.
Okay.
All the tenants are about to be evicted. You'll have a window. It could be safe, no one could get hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about renovating it. Is there any way we could use that as an excuse to just, like, demolish completely through some sort of, I don't know, bureaucratic bullying?
Well, that's your new job now. You must bring that building down.
But I'm not really... I don't know how to swing a hammer that well. So like what do you want?
You have people here in your group who can do.
I will burn the building.
You see, now you must make sure that you are not caught. So don't be casual about this. Plan this out. Be professional.
Yes.
Okay.
So so do that, and then leave the city, and we'll consider the operation done.
Okay.
There's one point that I'd like you to elaborate on.
What?
What do you want done with the tenants that are still in the building?
Are they dangerous?
No, mostly just deranged artists as far as we can tell.
But if they leave the building, could they cause damage? You know
I don't know.
Is it
Do you know what this
contagious?
is? You're the experts. Is it?
I think it's just space, like as far as we can tell, it's just the space itself. The extra floors up top, the night floors on the map.
You're the experts. You make the determination.
We'll see what happens after it's gone.
So, again, you've danced around it. Assuming they are...
If they are dangerous, then they need to be dealt with.
Right, you want us to... Okay.
Our job is to stop things from we're stopping contagion. So if you have to cut off the limb to save the body, so be it. If you have to burn one house to save the town, then so be it. Yeah, everyone give me a sand check. I would say for helplessness. Yeah, if you're adapted, you don't lose any sand.
Yeah, we're fine.
Oh, critical success. I rolled an 11. I think Jørgen is all too comfortable with this.
Yeah. There will be future sand checks to actually burn a building with, potentially innocent people inside. But you haven't done that yet. You're just talking about it. So, Mark's like, I have to go. People, if we stay together, we can't meet again in the city. Use the number again to contact me. Watch your sixes. And he walks away. Don't follow me.
Well, I guess we leave. I don't really feel like hanging out at an empty storage container.
Well, it's a storage facility, like a self-storage thing.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
you're like talking inside a unit.
Yeah.
It's very claustrophobic, but
I'd rather be outside. Well, being
All
indoors feels uncomfortable lately.
It is 9:30 p.m. In New York City on August 11th. What do you all want to do? You can do
Jørgen sidles up to Marley. Marley, I
Mm-hmm.
had another thought that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
They all make art, and the art that they make changes. Sometimes Dr. Riszek hears something that upsets her. Sometimes it just sounds like silence. Sometimes he paints the clown, and sometimes it's just a white canvas. The art that they make is...
You think it's infected?
Yes, and that means that they are too. And they all have to be inside when we do it.
You want us to fucking torch the building with everybody inside it?
Yes.
Oof.
I'm going back to the hotel room. Fuck this. Fuck you.
He just kind of nods calmly. He looks at Ryan, though. You know how bad it can be.
It can be
Seen
pretty
it.
fucking bad. Yeah, all right. I guess this is what we're doing.
It makes me sad.
Well, that's healthy. To a point. I'm just
And
gonna
you
start
see the moment that, like, the gear shifts.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. The building already killed them. The Macallistar ate them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are in a place that doesn't exist. So it's not like we'll be killing them. We'll just be cutting them off from us.
Maybe that is good. Maybe they can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your next move?
And I've never blown up a building before.
Arson?
Going
back
to the
I'm gonna, like...
Give me what's your criminology at?
my criminology is at 60.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Fail.
Okay. You've not torched a brownstone in Manhattan before, like a 3-story building with good fire departments nearby. Like, that is something that will be more challenging for you to do. It is very possible if you just light a room on fire and leave, the fire department will save the building.
Right. No, so I am thinking feverishly, and then I sort of spit. It can't be tonight.
No, I wouldn't think so. That's
we
bit too
have
much of a
to
turnaround.
know the building layout enough to burn it hot enough, and we have to figure out how to delay the fire department. We probably have to set some other fires. If they come and put it out, it's like we did nothing.
Yeah.
We may hurt the people inside without actually finishing what needs to be
Any real
done.
benefit? Yeah.
We have to set other fires first.
I think that's something to consider. We should probably go back to the hotel. This may not be a great conversation to just be having out in the open. Or I guess are we still in the storage locker? thing?
You're outside. Like,
Oh.
I assume you left the
and we wouldn't be having this conversation if there's like a bunch of people around.
Yeah.
No. You're not like, it's not super crowded. Like, I mean, you're out on the city streets at night, but like, this is not like,
Yeah.
you're not near bars or nightclubs or anything, so people aren't like wandering around.
And whatever, we're on the streets of New York. No one listens to what we say.
Yeah.
True.
There's 3 people saying crazier shit than this.
I think that one of the considerations is that fire may not be enough.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think you guys definitely need some sleep.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
Okay. So Yersinia,
you're right, though. We need to know if there's something that needs to be broken besides just burning. A ritual, a sign, or something.
you have heard things about that could be something to research.
Okay.
The Yersinia, are you heading straight back to the hotel?
Yes.
Okay. Give me an alertness check.
Okay. I fail that.
Okay. You are you realize you've gotten lost. You went the wrong way. You haven't spent a whole lot of time in New York City. Yeah. You notice you're outside as you're trying to recalibrate where you are. You realize you're out front, in front of a bookstore, and it's not a bookstore you recognize. See, there is a book there in the window that says, there's a little handwritten thing that says, local history, read about local history. And the book title is Devil's Craftsman, A History of the Macallistar Building.
Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and go in and buy that on company budget.
Yeah. You go in there, and it is a book about the architect of the Macallistar Building, Asa Darabandi. And they're in the bookstore itself. There's an old man running it. It is a cramped, used bookstore, narrow, deep, ill-kept. He's like, hello, welcome, good evening, miss. I saw you saw our local history book. It just came in. People are always buying and selling books here. And here, yes, it is an excellent copy. My name is Robert. It is pleased to meet you. He hands you a little business card, which reads B.R. Robert, Bibliopolia. And that's it. So, yeah.
Last name on the card?
Robert.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr.
Robert R. Robert, yes.
Oh my god. Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, Mr. Robert, you seem like you've been around for a while now. Can you, do you know anything about this building that wouldn't have made it into the book?
Oh, I don't, there's a lot written about the Macallistar, I think. There's some, there was, I think Darabandi sold a book here many years ago. I don't know where it is. It has a little yellow tag on the top right, so you'll recognize it if you want to go take a look yourself. But it's things get lost here so easily.
You know what? I think I will go looking for it. And while I do, it seems like the Macallistar Building. So, like, while I'm talking to him, I'm looking for the book.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the Macallistar Building's got quite a history. It's been bought and sold more times than I can count.
It's had one owner since the 60s, the Art Life, I think. But before then, yes, it had a much more colorful history, I think. The book goes into great detail about it.
Of course. Well, it's never burned down before?
No, of course not. No.
Of course.
What? Okay. Go ahead and give me a search check.
I make that by 1.
Okay. Let's see. All right. It is an old bookstore with a lot of weird old books. But you see one sticking out, a very old looking, like medieval kind of book. But there's a big yellow tag on it. There's something scribbled on it. You can see on the spine. So you're grabbing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, make a sand check.
Did I make it?
There is a mark on the little yellow sticker on the spine of the book as you pull it out, and you look at it. It is an odd sigil, geometric snake-like shape. This is 0. So wait, you do make it?
I do make it. Yes.
Okay, so you don't lose any, and it seems kind of weird. And then, all right, yeah, but there is a book there. It is a old-looking book. Yes. But the book, you bring it up to the bookstore owner, Robert, and he says, "Oh, yes. Yes, that is his book." And he quotes you a price. It is very low, very reasonable for it. It is.
Have a price for it.
It's a very reasonable price, actually. It is in Latin, though. It is called Libro Secretorum Manifesta.
Okay.
But yes, the Mr. Darabandi owned that book before he sold it here.
If you don't mind, I think I'd love to purchase this and the book.
Yes, and the Devil's Craftsman.
Macallistar Building.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And if you don't mind, could I use your phone?
No, sorry, my phone is it is not working.
All right. Of course.
Wait, hold on. I think I have it. Oh, yes, it does work. He takes out this very old-looking antique phone and says, "Yes, here you go."
Gotta dial the operator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I dialed the operator.
Yes. Are you calling the hotel room?
I'm calling a cab.
Okay, yeah. A cab comes, drives out in front of the bookstore.
A nice yellow cab.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Color. Yeah.
All right. So, all of you, so you're going back to the hotel after that?
Yes.
All right. So the three of you make it back to the hotel before Yersinia does. And Yersinia is coming in carrying 2 books, unless Yersinia, you're specifically hiding them from the group.
No, not at all. I'm in fact going to show this book to them because it's of interest to the case.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. Yeah.
There are 2 books. Yeah. One, Libra Sectorum Manifesta, which is translated as the Book of Secrets.
Ooh. I like secrets.
Yeah.
But I don't speak Latin. I speak Spanish. So that's close. And
then the Devil's Craftsman, which is about the architect, Asa Darabandi. So, as we, you can all rest and recover for the rest of the night and begin to do the legwork for burning the Macallistar building down, as you'll have to figure out a plan.
Maybe the creepy magic book will give us some way of dispelling it that doesn't involve. Yeah, that's the hope I'm holding on to. Maybe we can use the creepy magic book to not have to murder anyone.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to read, although, so is anybody looking at the book in Latin?
I'll flip through it. I'll flip through it. Like I said, I speak Spanish. It's a Romance language.
Jørgen can probably barely read English, so.
The format makes it look like it is a script of some kind.
Oh no, not more scripts.
Yeah. So there are character names and like dialogue next to them, and interspersed with what you assume is stage direction. So
you're gonna need a Latin Bible, like the dictionary. Sorry.
So, you can start reading The Devil's Craftsman. And so we'll end there as you are all beginning to think about what the next stage is. Doing research, reading books, and that kind of thing. Next session, we will see if you can burn the Macallistar building down.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So keep a note of every failed skill check you made. You get 1d skill points in that.
Somehow my human keeps going up, even though it was my strongest skill.
Yeah. I failed everything this time.
Ooh, yeah, you did have a rough spread.
Pretty much everything that I tried, I failed. So
damn.
Yeah.
Actually, only alertness. Alertness is the
have
only thing.
Yeah.
I do have a procedural question, actually.
Sure.
Those of us who had to reduce our power score, do we have to rederive attributes that are derived from that? Because things like sanity and willpower are dependent on power, aren't they?
That is a good question. I will get back to you on that.
Okay.
I will look that up and double check. Yeah, but any thoughts about this session in particular?
Oh no!
Yeah, I like how before we started recording, we were talking about how little sanity we lost last time, and then just immediately into the just grinder. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, who wants to walk into the sanity loss room? Who's the next person into the sanity loss room?
And I really entered into this campaign with the thought that I would not lean into the Lovecraftian role-playing tropes of just burn the building down, but
man,
I engaged with it in very good faith and came to the inescapable conclusion that the building had to be burned down.
We have to kill this place.
Yeah, she's been eaten by the building. Get rid of
the building is bad and it eats people, and I hate it, so I want.
Could I just say also thumbs up to Rob for the way he dropped the yellow sign thing? Very good, man. That's very good.
Jørgen's,
they did good on that.
He means well, but excellent. It's in him too now.
Oh, yeah.
I was expecting Jørgen to say something about the yellow sign with Marcus and or the fucking agent guy, and Marcus would just draw the gun then and there.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was going to happen, but
I thought about mentioning it, but
nothing was said or done that would have led Jørgen to want to talk about that there in that scene. And he has spread it a couple other ways and probably will continue to, but that one didn't trigger that impulse in him. But yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no, it is very good. Yeah, it was. And one thing I am doing, because we did a session 0, that I know your character's backstory, so I'm able to interweave some of the stuff from your backstories into the game.
good.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, I'm deeply curious about what horrible stuff is being brought up for Riszek.
Yeah, I find it interesting that we have that painting about the exploding building, and now we are tasked with fucking exploding a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know what my disorder is, by the way.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
It's going to be a volatile defiance towards expressions of authority.
Okay.
Like sometimes it won't be so bad, but sometimes he'll really go way off the handle.
So we're going like violent oppositional defiance is.
It's like a really unstable version of that, where like the severity can't be counted on, like. Because between seeing the clown first, seeing us being characters in a play in the one room, and seeing the marionettes, Jørgen is starting to, on like a deep subconscious level, suspect that we're not real, like that nothing in the world is
fatalism.
Real.
Yay!
And like, you know, we're fictional, like we are written. And like free will doesn't exist and stuff like that. And so he's now going to get really violent about things that remind him of being subject to something.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens in session 3 as the Cell Y attempts to deal with the infection of the Macallistar building one way or the other, the contagion. And yeah, never trust a painting of a clown, apparently. So
yeah. Can only lead to bad.
Be seeing you. Bye.
Bye.